So some great news on two major bug fixes that came with patch 1.13. Both mouse acceleration and VoIP got fixed. Thanks to the over 500 of you that left comments on both of the videos I made, that I think it helped both issues get noticed and fixed by Embark maybe a little bit sooner. There is one important note to go over on the mouse acceleration piece. You now need to turn off the option for mouse smoothing that they added into the mouse and keyboard settings area. So I did still test how things feel with the setting turned off, and it's safe to say you can now use whatever polling rate you want on your mouse, as we finally have raw mouse input as an option. Also, VoIP is no longer a garbled mess when people first start talking, and honestly it sounds clearer and louder than ever.
Bro, why don't you eat my fucking shorts, you pussy?
You don't sound like a tough monkey, you sound like a bitch ass monkey. It bitches at asses. You get it? 'Cause you a bitch ass.
Why would you fucking say that?
Sorry! Sorry! Patch 1.13 did leave me with two big questions though. What's the real point of solo versus trios? Even for some of the best players out there, winning a solo fight versus 3 players in a game that has no one-tap headshot mechanics, it's a rarity. And certainly not worth just a 20% XP gain bonus when you consider how often your extracts will be pushed by 3 players. But more importantly, why in God's name are we giving people that download ESP and aimbot cheats 3 chances before permanently banning them? In a game that already allows up to 5 accounts per paid copy on Steam, thanks to Embark not shutting off the family share feature that Steam has, which means they technically have 15 strikes and you're out. Now, I've been playing online multiplayer games for a long time, longer than I'd like to admit. But man, every other game, pretty much every other game in existence, especially in this genre, Hunt Showdown, Cycle Frontier, before it shut down, Tarkov, Rust isn't really Extraction, but you know, another hardcore shooter, it's all, you get 1 chance and you're out. The only type of cheater that will actually take a second chance and not cheat is the teenager who's rage hacking, just trying to ruin people's days, right? I even went through a phase like that when I was a teenager playing Counter-Strike 1.3 where I rage hacked for like a week, but you know what? For me, it got boring. I actually enjoy getting better at games. Go figure. And that's how most people are. You like to challenge yourself and slowly get better until you eventually plateau, and then it is what it is. But yeah, that type of cheater is actually relatively rare. Most of these people are either doing it for RMT purposes in a game like this, which is real money trading. They're doing it to make up for their lack of skill. Another reason, which is one of the more dangerous ones, is that they get the impression that so many other people are cheating, whether it's from like streamers constantly crying about it and overblowing the issue, or giving way too much attention to cheaters on their own streams. But then they start to feel like normal players can start to feel hopeless and start to cheat because they want the playing field to be level in their eyes. When at the end of the day, it's a very small fraction of people that cheat, but every game has the issue. And in an extraction shooter, as casual as this one can be, 3 strikes are out, 15 strikes? That's absolutely insane. Embark needs to walk this back. Or give like, again, there's no legal reasoning for them to do this. I looked through like the European consumer protection laws, because there were some people on Reddit of all places that said, well, this is due to European consumer protection laws. They paid for the game, so they technically can't be banned. Like, well, they clearly can eventually ban them. So what's the difference on whether it's on the first go around or the third? Like, let's be real, please. And there's plenty of other Europe developers that, you know, have a 1 strike and you're out policy, permanently banning cheaters right away. So yeah, really disappointing to see that. And I know I'm not the only one talking about it. There's many of you out there, so let's be loud on this one and keep these cheaters out of our game as best as we can. You know, it'll always be an issue. It always is for every game.